There are basically four types of modus operandi which are utilized by the cyber criminals. The first one is wishing. The name itself implies wishing, kind of whispering. Any cyber criminal will call you and will ask you for your personal data. For example, मैं SBI क्रेडिट कार्ड से बात कर रहा हूँ, आपका कार्ड एक्सपायर होने वाला है, आप तुरंत इस लिंक पे क्लिक कीजिए ताकि आपका कार्ड अपडेट किया जाए. So this is one kind of example, one kind of modus operandi wherein they utilize your personal PIN or your ID, whatever kind of personal information you are going to share with them will result in hacking of your accounts. Okay, this is one kind. There is one more called as smishing. Smishing is nothing but sending an SMS. They'll send you an SMS and say, oh, RTO challan has been fined of so and so amount on so and so number. Then you'll be like, oh, when did I do this? RTO has fined me so much. You'll be nervous and you'll click on that link. These are all kind of malware links wherein they'll steal your data. Apart from this, there's one more called as spamming. Has anyone ever heard? Spamming is they'll send you a malware through an email. You'll open your emails, you might click on that link, or there might be some loan application links. You might think, oh, this is giving me a very good amount of loan at a very low rate of interest. You might click on that link, again it's a malware. You are going to lose your personal information. So kindly do not do that. Have you ever heard about matrimonial websites? Are very young, the next gen advocates who are sitting here, at a certain age, even you all are going to create a matrimonial profile. But be careful with fake profiles, especially the NRI profiles. There will be any good groom or a good bride. It might be vice versa. He might put some good photos, pictures, and he might say that I'm an advocate or I'm a so-and-so engineer, I'm working for this Google, Microsoft. Easily there will be a long chat, you will trust him or her, and later on he will say, I've sent you a gift, I've sent you a birthday gift, it's stuck in customs. Then it's an emotional attachment. Oh, you'll think he loves me so much, he has sent me a gift. In a hurry, you'll pay that amount. He'll say 5 lakhs to clear that customs. Again, these are matrimonial NRI profile frauds which are happening. A lot of incidents we have come across with. And impersonification. You all might have heard recently, there will be WhatsApp profiles with DPs of commissioners. Recently there was one of Mumbai police commissioners. Profile was created, WhatsApp profile was created, and fake messages were sent to victims stating that your child has done so and so crime, your child or your daughter has involved in so and so offense, kindly pay so and so amount, only then your ward will be left out. So be careful with these kind of cyber frauds as well as WhatsApp frauds. There is you all might have heard about any kind of e-marketing websites. When you open any e-market website, you might see that, for example, Flipkart. If you open that website, you will see ads being popped up. Those ads which are popping up on your website, even those are created by cyber crooks. The moment you click on any pay, for example, if you are going to buy an iPhone 16, the moment you click on the pay link for payment, whether it is through card, debit card, whichever card, it will take to a third-party website. These are the websites which steal your data. Then very easily you'll get scammed. So be careful with these kind of scams. Apart from this, preventive measures what you all can take is do not click any of those links, okay, without verifying. If you all have any doubts, or if anyone makes you a WhatsApp call, or anyone sends you any mail or anything, even an SMS stating that so and so fine has been given to you, or you have to pay this amount, first verify those things by going to your nearest police station or call 112, or If you all can see on my towards my right, there's a board. We have clearly mentioned 1930 1930 is a new pan-India cybercrime reporting portal, wherein you all can mention whatever sort of incident have happened with you all, whether it is a cybercrime, smishing, or wishing, or whatever kind of modus operandi they have utilized. There are a lot of victims, especially students, which we have seen a lot. Cyber trafficking. I hope you all have even heard a word of sex trafficking. They will call you, they'll ask you to do video calls, they'll make some mocked videos of yours, and they'll threaten you, saying that if you do not pay so and so amount, your videos will be circulated. And in a hurry, in nervous, in a fear of your respect for yourself and of your families, you all are going to pay those amounts. Kindly do not do this kind of activities, and if you all have any sort of doubts or any clarity is need to be given to you all, do call on 112 or 1930 portal or visit your nearest police station. You all might have even heard about online cyber arrest. Have you all? Yes or no? Digital arrest. Because since you all might have seen, even US has not utilized digitalization to that extent how much we the people of India have done. Today in India, today in this world, India is the only country which has utilized digitalization to a vast extent. And because of this, the cyber frauds have increased 10 times in the past 5 to 10 years what we have seen. So kindly be careful and have some sort of knowledge that there is nothing called as digital arrest at all. If someone calls you and tells you to sit in front of that video call, do not allow anyone to enter, you have been like scammed, or they'll tell you that so and so ITR has not been filed, they'll tell you have done tax frauds. First verify those things with the nearest local police station, or you can call on 112. Yes, that's all from my side. So I would kindly request you all, if you all come across to any kind of such frauds, then do complain to the nearest police station, or you all can inform those kind of issues on 112. We